My name is Yasmin. I'm 17 years old. I'm a senior in high school and I'm from Kansas City. I've been making YouTube videos ever since I was in middle school, and I've always had a really strong passion for video production and film and also screenwriting, so I really hope to learn all of that in this workshop. I want to do a 10 show because I wanted to get a better grasp on the basics of video production, such as like camera setup and lighting and that kind of stuff. I wanted to make sure I had a good foundation so that I can go on to do more fun and creative things. I was most excited to learn about camera work because that's the area that I probably know the least about. I want to get better at using the camera quickly and developing an eye. So far, I've learned important basics of the camera, such as like frame rate and shutter speed and ISO. I hope that by learning these kinds of skills and getting really good at the basics, I'll have a leg up when I go on to college and go into video production. In 5 years, hopefully I'll have been graduated from college. I'm planning on going to KU. And by then I hope to be somewhere cool and doing something involving video production or journalism. I am really excited to create my video from start to finish because I have never had a project as big as this where I've had to go through every single step by myself. So I'm really excited for that challenge, and I think it'll turn out okay.
Eminence has been the leading brand in organic skincare for over 20 years. Our newest product, the Turmeric Energizing Treatment, is a high-quality powder formula that turns into a 3-in-1 facial treatment. Use a brush to wet the powder and stir the mixture. Then apply to your skin. Let it rest for 30 minutes. When removing, buff the treatment into the skin to wash away impurities and reveal irresistibly soft, luminous, and energized skin. The Turmeric Energizing Treatment is certified cruelty-free and uses only the best of organic, dermatologist-approved ingredients. Visit us today at dermastore.com to get your energizing treatment so you can start thanking your skin.
Hi everybody, my name is Ashley Mahoney. I own a creative design studio called Hello Good Idea. And I'm just a big fan of SIS. They've helped us create some work ourselves, and I'm confident there's more ways that we could probably work together, and we just have been too busy to figure that out, unfortunately. However, I maybe cheated a little bit and worked ahead, and I've already watched everything. Maybe that's wrong, but I loved everything about this. So super excited to walk through all of this.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and introduce myself. I'm not a judge today, but I am the lead motion graphics artist for Stellar Image Studios, and I've been with the team for about, I think, 1.5 years now, somewhere in that ballpark. So, I'm excited to see what everybody thinks about the videos that our attendees have created, and I'm excited to watch them myself.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Cole. I own Pendulum Studio. We're architects. We worked with SIS on a video that yet to be released, to my own chagrin, but it's for Truce Village. We had a great time, and I'm a huge fan, so you guys are great.
Thank you. I am proud to be the mentor for Stellar Image Studios, and I'm also the head cheerleader. And in the interest of brevity, I'll cut it off right there.
Gavin Gordon, Director of Business Development at AltCab. A huge fan of Stellar Images and all the amazing work that they're doing. And just glad to be here. I don't have a ton of experience with video content, but I like to think I have a good eye for it. And like my brother Jonathan Cole here, I feel like we've got a good aesthetic, right? And I think that's what we're looking for. So happy to be here. Thanks for the invite.
that leaves me. So, hi everybody, I'm Margot Town. I have a video production company, female owned video production company, not unlike Sis. I met Amber in lovely Omaha, Nebraska. And we just have, I love what they're doing and supporting women in the industry is super important to me as well. And I appreciate you guys doing this. All right. First off, I have to say, very nicely done. I'm so impressed that you're 17 and you're already where you are. I wish that I had the opportunity that you have. It's incredible. Okay, so my favorite thing was the lighting. It seemed like you used natural light really well, and with the complexion of her skin and just the light, the glow, and it's a beauty product. So I thought that that was really good. Did you use a gimbal for some of your shooting?
Yes, I used a
Yeah. Okay, so I noticed that some of your shots were kind of just in and out. So it would be nice to go in and to the side at the same time. So as you progress with using your camera work, you get a little more movement in there. I'm a huge fan of movement. Uh, Criticism wise, there's some streaks on the mirror that I noticed that were a little distracting because I noticed them. And I thought the last part with when Cole made an appearance with you, I thought that seemed like that shot didn't fit in necessarily, and the ending part, like with the ingredients and stuff, seemed like a little more like almost like an add-on. So an idea might have been to use actual turmeric or the powder or some kind of shot like that to make it more cohesive. But overall, I thought it was very nicely done.
Thank you.
Thanks, Margot. That was great feedback. Jonathan, do you want to go next?
Sure. Very nice job. I thought it was very cool. I too enjoyed the lighting. I thought the lighting was nice. I also like the scene transition. I think there was a transition that went from scene almost through the side of the wall there, and I thought that was cool. Instead of sometimes I think visual effects get a little kitschy, so I thought that was a nice transition from scene to scene. I thought it was really good. I too noticed the streaks on the mirror, but I'm crazy like that. So I'm like Margot. We both got that point there. But overall, I thought it was really fine work, and I also liked your intro video. I thought you had good screen presence. So nice, well done.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jonathan. Streaks on the mirror. We'll fix that for next time. It's good feedback. Ashley, you want to go next?
Yes, I know I seem a little overzealous right now, but I think this is the coolest thing ever. So just the opportunity, like I said, I think is really wild. I also want to preface really quickly, I come from a background that I don't actually know a lot about video, but I do know a lot about being creative or like the finished product of advertising and marketing. So I don't sometimes understand the logistics of how to get to the end of video. So I guess I want to preface that with my feedback. I kind of went through the list of items that said, like, here's how to critique that Amber passed along to us. So here we go. Things that stood out to me. I loved the close-up application of the product actually being used on the face, and I wish it almost got closer. I wish we would have seen it like being applied and then even closer. That felt like the most intimate moment to me of like, this is how I actually use this product, and I enjoyed that significantly. Here was the storyline I found. Girl finds product, girl uses product, girl shares product with friend. I don't know if that was your storyline, but that was what came across to me. Some feedback that I would give. I completely am understanding that this came from an idea that you're working with SIS to do this. This to me feels like a product you'd use in a black bathroom. And maybe it's because I knew you were in their studio, but I loved the lighting. I did. I would agree with that with everybody, but I wanted to see tile or a shower in the background or something that I felt like was the location of which I knew I would use this. Where I clearly saw like an office desk table at one point in time, and that felt disconnected to me. The lighting though, the mood, calm, relaxing. I thought your audio, I thought your music was nice. I thought your voiceover, I thought your script was really well done. And I thought the risk that you took was actually using the mirror. I didn't see the streaks on the mirror because I was looking for the risks that you were taking along the way. But I thought like putting a camera in a mirror, that's hard. I don't know what it's like because I haven't done it, but like you made it feel seamless. So I thought you did a wonderful job. Very, very well done.
Thank you. Love it, Ashley. Thank you so much. Mike.
Yes. Well, first of all, Yasmin, I want to tell you that I was monumentally impressed with your video, and equally impressed with what you've accomplished at something I'm sure you get sick of hearing about, your young age. But let me say it, I'm impressed.
Thank you.
What I liked the most about your video was, first of all, the fact that it was instructive. It actually imparted useful information. I like the camera work. I love the graphics. I would guess that Mr. Stone had a hand in those, but I don't know. I like I thought the voiceover was perfect. Created just the right mood, just the right atmosphere. What's most important to me is that the video held my interest. I wanted to see where it was going. And like the other judges, I really liked the lighting. I was really impressed with the lighting. If I had any suggestions, the first one would be, at the beginning of the video, I did not understand what the product was or the name of the product. And I mean, maybe that's just my hearing. Right off the bat, I didn't know what we were talking about here. So my first suggestion would be to make sure at the beginning that the name of the product is clear. And my only other suggestion is, even though it was a very effective video, as somebody with a marketing background, I always look for a call to action at the end of a video like this. I mean, where do I buy this? There's nothing that encouraged me to buy it. It just ended. So those are my thoughts. And thanks again.
Thank you. Yay.
My name is Morgan Jones. I'm 25 years old and I was born and raised in Kansas City, Missouri. I like video production because I enjoy the art of storytelling. My past experiences stemmed over from high school, broadcast journalism, and then I went off to college, gained more hands-on experience. I actually stopped video production for a few years and I'm just now resuming here in 2021. I wanted to attend show mainly for one-on-one experiences and mentorship. Specifically, so far in show, I've learned how to set your cameras up for interviews, and specifically more so the mirroring aspect. You have your main shot and then your side shot and it all looks great. The skills that I'm learning right now here at the show workshop will help me in the future become more confident in my work. This was helping me really build the confidence to speak with clients. My future, in about 5 years, I plan to be Forbes 30 under 30. How I will get there, a whole lot of hard work. I'm super excited to create my own video from start to finish because it allows me, one, to showcase my skills, and two, to show what I've learned, of course, here at the SIS Workshop, and three, also to add to my portfolio. Would I recommend this workshop to a friend? Absolutely, because the atmosphere is so welcoming, very enthused. You feel the presence of passion and the women who put in the work.
If we get 5 new clients in Q1, then we would hit our Q1 goals.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Yeah, I am just so thirsty.
Here, let me get you some sparkling water.
Sparkling water, is that $10 flavored bubbly water that you guys drink?
It's not $10, it's really affordable.
Okay.
I love Spindrift. I get an order every week.
I'll give it a try.
Morgan, great job. I love the video. I think, the first thing that I think of is it brought a smile to my face. There was a lot of energy. There's some excitement. It got me to want to maybe go try what is that called, a Splendid or yeah. And actually, I was just at Costco, so I should have got a box. But other than that, I think the video was in focus. For me, I did hear a little bit of a drop off on the audio at one point. There was a little bit of inconsistency there, so I would say if there's any feedback from me, it would be to have that consistency there in the audio component. And then from a storyline, I think I was just a little lost on like the party just got started, and maybe that was it. Is you have fun drinking sparkling water, but overall it was great, and obviously the lighting in their studio is amazing. So good work.
All right, Mike, you're up.
All right, I'm on now. First of all, Morgan, you did a great job. Congratulations. In your intro, you mentioned that you are compelled by the art of storytelling. And in this video, you certainly told a story. So I commend you for that. The video was funny. Like Devin, it made me smile. It was compelling and it held my interest. There was lots of action and there was a lot of energy in the video. And those are all positives. If I had any suggestions, the first one would be, it wasn't really clear to me what the message was. In other words, where is this going? Now, to some extent, that helps hold interest, but I was never completely clear what was being promoted here, if anything. Although I like the action, sometimes, at least for my taste, there's a little too much action to the point of being distracting. And I also noticed some inconsistencies with the audio. All in all, super job.
Thank you.
Again, I wrote down good energy, and good energy to me goes a very, very long way. So I think everybody's already said that, but like I lived my whole life around energy, and I've never even tried this drink, but now I want to try it. So I really liked that. It did have like a Rage Club vibe, and I was like, am I getting drunk or am I just drinking sparkling water? Who knows? And the storyline to me was combo in office with colleagues. Colleagues lead to suggestions. Drink leads to fun. That's what I wrote down. So I don't know if that was the story you were trying to get across, but that's what I felt. Feedback. I'm a graphic artist by trade, so I would have liked to seen. I think the logo felt like it was taken off of Google and slapped on the video. I would have liked to seen it, I don't know, cut out or drifted in somehow or done something more that way. But I also understand why you did what you did. But I just think like that attention to detail could be huge especially in a commercial and advertisement. I wrote down higher energy again, and I think the risks that you took, like the close-up chug, like I was intrigued by it. Like I was like, oh my God, that feels messy, but like also I'm kind of can't stop watching. So I think that there's something to that. I liked the sound of the can opening. Like it was clear that you had worked on that and thought that through. So I thought that that was really great too. I mean, again, like I love good energy, so I can relate to this video probably a little bit more than like Mike said he could, but overall, I think you did a pretty good job.
Thank you.
Awesome. Jonathan, what's your feedback?
I thought it was really cool, so congratulations. I think the thing that I was most intrigued by is if you like just drag and freeze frame back and just drag it back, you see that there was a lot of brand placement, which I thought was cool. It opened with, I think Amber going and grabbing the can, and so there's brand placement there. And then I think if you just kind of drag the cursor back through, you see that there's like pretty consistent brand placement throughout the video, which I thought was awesome. I'm big time and I really enjoy Easter eggs in video, like being able to see not just what you're promoting, but also other things. And so in this case, I saw that there were cans all over the place. And then I thought it was funny as well. Again, everybody's talking about the energy. It definitely had energy. I thought the music choice was great. It was hype. And then I too picked up on that, on opening the can from the very start, that kind of like kicked it off. I thought that was super cool. I thought that the black frames were a little weird. I kind of get where you were going. I don't know that you could have pumped them any faster because you don't want people to go into an epileptic fit. So I get that. But it was super cool. And I thought it was also funny that the note, do not try this in the office. That was cool. In my office, you do that all day. So super job. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Margot.
That's funny. I love that. Do not try this at the office. I thought that was fantastic. I did notice the logo too. I felt a little bit like Ashley that if you could have found a transparent version of the logo and floated it in, it would have been just marked it up a little bit more professional level. I like the energy. My favorite parts were the camera movement on Stone dancing. The fact that you got Stone to dance and Amber to chug something like that is pretty impressive of your directorial skills there. That to me, that those were really interesting, nuanced parts of the video. I think that it was made the product seem interesting, which is good for marketing. That's what you want people to pique their interest. One thing though is that we live in a short attention span society, and I thought it started kind of slow. So in my opinion, you could almost have started with Amber saying, so that's it, and then Stone going, I'm thirsty, and kind of just jumped right into that. And I thought maybe that would have even had it keep, everybody has loved the energy, but have the energy even higher. So but I thought the camera walk was pretty cool. Oh, and there was one thing, like when you're the one girl dancing, and then you could see Amber's head down in the corner a little bit. I thought that was a little awkward. I'm like, what is she doing down there? So in post-production, you could push in just a little bit and kind of crop her out. So if you have awkward moments like that, where she's not exactly in and she's not exactly out. So, but very nice job.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for the feedback. Congratulations, Morgan Jones. Yay.
My name is Sierra Cleaver. I'm from Kansas City, Missouri, and I am 25 years old. I got introduced to video production at a very young age, about 12 years old. I taught myself how to edit. I got into it some more in high school and then got into it in college as well, and now I'm trying to expand my video production skills. I wanted to attend show because I feel like there's a lot more that I can learn other than the basic line editing. I also wanted to get into graphics and just learning more about video production in itself. I would say I'm most excited about learning more editing through Premiere and learning how to do graphics. Some things that I'm surprised that I learned is certain settings within cameras. I learned more about shutter speed and f-stop. I didn't know I could get that deep into it, and I would just turn mine on and just do whatever looks good, but now I'm learning more details and what the correct thing is to do. The skills that I'm learning now will help me in the future by speeding up my production process. I feel like a lot of times I move slower because I don't know exactly what I'm doing half the time, but this workshop has helped me a lot, so I think it's definitely going to be great in helping me move a lot faster in the future. In 5 years, my future will look like YouTube being a full-time career for me. I will be taking in the skills that I've learned from SIS Workshop to help me further my production skills and making content that makes me happy and others as well. I am excited to create my video from start to finish because it's something I haven't done in many years. And I'm trying to see if I still have those skills, and hopefully I will learn a lot along the way.
Missing your bar classes? Back to Bar now offers live stream classes you can do from the comfort of your own home. It's as easy as going to our website, selecting your class, and then click the live stream to see your instructor. All you need is household essentials, such as a hard surface top, chair, or paper plate. You'll never have to miss another workout. Get up and get active. See you online.
I cheated a little bit and watched everything ahead of time, so sorry about that. So I'll go ahead and go while everybody kind of finishes up. And I will go through the same kind of way that I have previously, but things that stood out to me. I completely understand the first two videos. I love that this was in a different location. I love that the location matched the advertisement, right? You said in-home, it was clearly in a living room someplace. And that to me stood out as a detail that was not overlooked. It felt right for the product that was being sold. The storyline to me was girl gets home from work, girl changes clothes, girl works out in living room. Maybe that was what you were going for, hopefully. Here's what I really liked about the quality of the video, the length of it. I think it was the shortest of all three of them. And to me, less was more here. I love that you got to the point. I knew what you were selling, and you did it in a very succinct way. And that stood out to me. Here's one piece of feedback that I had. And that is the script didn't align with the video at one point in time. And it said, get up and get active, but the girl was sitting down drinking water. And that was weird to me. But I got it at the same time. But if you tell me to get up and get active, that person better be freaking active too at the same time. So I just felt like the timing of that script and video could have been better, but I didn't hate it. I felt ready, I felt motivated, and I felt like this was easy, which I think also came from like the length of the video. Like you didn't drag on about all the steps I needed to take or everything. I was like, okay, I'll log on and do this now. And the risk that I thought you took was a little different than the others. It was less about the shot and more about the speed. I saw you speed up and slow down, the timing of the video, which along the way in multiple different spots. And I thought that was a risk that I really liked. And then I liked the transition of clothing because I feel like that just speaks to a modern day video audience of like TikTok and things like that. So
Thank you.
First of all, let me say, Sierra, that was a great video. And like Ashley, I thought you compressed a lot of message into a relatively short time span. In your intro, you talked about your focus on details, and clearly in this video, you paid attention to the details. So thumbs up on that.
Thank you.
I liked how instructive the video was. I liked how and the energy and the action in it. There's a lot of action movement. So in other words, it held my attention. It captivated me. If there's anything that I might suggest in the way of improvement, and this may be more my problem than someone else, but I wasn't sure exactly what back to bar is or what it means. Now, I understand bar is a bar in ballet, but I didn't get it. I didn't get it. So clearly other people like Ashley got it right away. I didn't. So I wasn't sure what this message was and what I was, or somebody else who saw it was supposed to do. So I would just recommend that right from the beginning, it's very clear whom you are promoting. Okay, great job. Thanks.
Thank you. Davin, you want to go next?
Of course, great work. Sierra, really loved the video. I think to Ashley's point, I like the different setting. I think the storyline and just kind of the imagery was very relatable. I think for me, that's what I feel like a lot of folks could relate to that story, especially at this working from home and not being able to go to the gym and all of that. You know, I've done some YouTube workout videos at home right behind me. So I thought it was a really good commercial too. I feel you played into a lot of the, you know, the trends that are happening right now around TikTok, and a lot of that's kind of happening right now. I think, you know, you really capture that the target audience of this business. I think the one thing that stood out from a feedback perspective, and this is maybe a personal preference, but I felt like you were talking very closely into the mic, and so the audio sounded. I feel like your audio or whoever was speaking over the music and the imagery, I was more like the audio just seemed to be really standing out to me for whatever reason. And so I don't know, for me, I feel like you want to have a really good balance between that. And it's a very little detailed thing. I think, you know, I don't think it hurt the video at all, but for me, that was one thing that stood out right away. It was, I could tell the audio it seemed to be louder than the music. And yeah, so anyways, that's all that I have, but great job overall.
Thank you. Davin, that's a good point. Audio is everything. So thank you for that feedback.
Very nice job. Really liked the video. I thought, again, I like Easter eggs, so I thought the shout out to Sis with the water bottle was cool. And I was impressed that at the very end you had the URL up. So that was kind of that call to action that Mike had mentioned previously, which I thought was great. I also thought your focuses were pretty good, like at frame 945. I thought that it was, you know, really clean photography, so or videography. So I really like that as well. I did hear the audio thing. I kind of agree with Davin on that. But overall, I thought you did a really nice job. And again, I think what kind of struck me was the fact that the URL at the very end, that kind of was a call to action. You know, you could go there quickly. And so nice job. Thank you.
Margot, last but not least.
Hey, great job. So what I think is super cool is I think that it really appealed to your target audience. So regretfully, Mike, you are not the target audience for for a bar. But I thought it was really cool. And some of the risks that you took that Ashley mentioned is the speed ramping. So I was a total fan of the slow-mo, and your transition to the close, the jump was flawless. And I've done that in post-production, and you did a really, really nice job with that. I didn't really like the fast speed, but you know, overall was the fact and the thing. I thought that the whole idea was, I thought it was just like a commercial you could kind of see on TV nowadays. And so one thing that you should know, and all the other girls that are there with you should know, is sometimes making something shorter is harder. And that's what I tell clients, is that with 30 seconds, every single word counts. You know, if you got 2 minutes, you can say a whole bunch of words. But when you have like a 30-second spot, every single word counts and every image counts. So I thought you did a very nice job. That the one thing that I would say, if I was trying to help make you better, is that you had a lot of close, tight shots. which were really nice and really good. But sometimes you need an establishing shot. So when she was like laying down on the ground exercising, seeing your body and what your body is doing is kind of important. So if you would put a wide shot in and then cut in, I thought that would have just, upped it just a little bit. But I thought it was very nicely done.
Thank you. Well, let's give another round of applause for Sierra.
Thank you.
All right.
As a woman in this industry, I think our future is very bright. This is our talent we have to look forward to. So very cool.